What if we told you that catching COVID, even a so-called mild case, could silently age your arteries by 5 years in a matter of weeks? That's the chilling revelation from a groundbreaking study published in the European Heart Journal on August 17, 2025. Conducted across 34 hospitals in 16 countries, it delivers a message few expected. While men and women may experience COVID differently during infection, it is women who carry a hidden long-term burden. Their arteries, those vital pipes delivering blood, oxygen, and life, emerge from even mild illness older, stiffer, and more vulnerable. The implications are staggering. Cardiovascular aging is one of the strongest predictors of heart attacks, strokes, and premature death. And now we know a single brush with this virus can accelerate that clock. But here's the twist. The study doesn't just reveal risk, it also shows ways to fight back. To make sense of the virus's lingering impact, researchers measured arterial stiffness using the carotid femoral pulse wave velocity test, or PWV. This test doesn't just give numbers, it gives a precise readout of vascular age, and when scientists analyzed those numbers, alarms went off. The numbers that shook medicine. For women with only mild COVID, PWV jumped equivalent to 5 years of arterial aging. 5 years from one home-managed illness, while ICU survivors experienced a shocking decade of accelerated aging in weeks. But men told a different story. Across severity groups, their PWV barely changed. Their vascular systems, surprisingly, resisted the damage. This contradicted early pandemic narratives that men were hit harder, revealing instead a long-term hidden price paid disproportionately by women. Why women's arteries cry louder. Why this stark divide? Scientists suspect it comes down to immunity. Women's immune systems are famously robust, better at neutralizing viruses quickly, but strength can backfire. That aggressive immune counterattack may linger too long, flooding blood vessels with inflammatory signals. Picture it like calling in an airstrike to eliminate a single intruder. The invader is destroyed, but the collateral damage leaves the surrounding landscape scarred. Here, the landscape is the delicate lining of arteries, called the endothelium. So while men's immune systems may underreact during infection, women's may overreact afterward. The protective vaccine shield. Amid this troubling news came hope. The study found vaccinated women had lower PWV readings than unvaccinated women, even after infection. The vaccine didn't just reduce illness severity, it blunted the hidden vascular damage. It acted like a shield, tempering inflammation and preserving arterial youthfulness. But again, sex mattered. Men showed no statistically significant benefit in this measure. Their arteries appeared less vulnerable to begin with, and also less helped by the shot afterward. This raises a bigger truth. COVID is not a one-size-fits-all disease. Prevention and treatment must account for biological differences between men and women. Long COVID's vascular signature. The researchers didn't stop at acute illness. They checked back 12 months later, especially with those suffering long COVID. The results were stark. Women with lingering symptoms, fatigue, brain fog, breathlessness, had the stiffest arteries of all. And this was true regardless of whether their initial infection was mild or severe. A woman who thought she just had a sniffle could, a year later, carry arteries aged like someone who nearly died in intensive care. This tight correlation between long COVID symptoms and vascular stiffness suggests the two are not separate problems. Impaired blood flow, caused by stiff vessels, could be driving exhaustion and cognitive dysfunction. The virus's legacy isn't just fatigue, it may be compromised circulation itself. Does the damage last forever? This leads to the haunting question, is this accelerated aging permanent? Follow-up data brought cautious optimism. Over the year, many participants' PWV stabilized or even improved slightly. Meanwhile, the never-infected control group continued aging at the slow, expected pace. Translation: COVID's damage isn't a runaway train, but the 5 or 10-year head start remains. That extra burden doesn't vanish. It sits silently, raising the odds of future strokes or heart attacks. Doctors call this setting the stage. You may feel fine today, but your arteries are older than they should be. And that matters 5, 10, 15 years down the line. What you can do now. This isn't about fear, it's about foresight. Here's what the evidence suggests. 1. Establish your baseline. Book a full checkup. Measure blood pressure, cholesterol, and if possible, request a PWV test. Knowing your number turns vague risk into trackable reality. 2. Embrace simple, proven habits. Walk briskly 30 minutes most days. Cut back on salt to ease strain on arteries. Fill your plate with fruits, vegetables, nuts, and legumes, foods rich in antioxidants that shield vessel linings. If you smoke, stop. Nothing ages arteries faster. 3. Stay updated on vaccines. For women especially, this study shows measurable protection. The shot may not stop infection every time, but it cushions the vascular blow. 4. Advocate for yourself. If you're months out from infection and still facing fatigue, brain fog, or palpitations, don't let anyone dismiss it as just stress. The data proves these are physical, measurable effects. Push for a cardiology referral. Why this matters beyond numbers. This isn't just another COVID study. It's a warning about invisible time bombs ticking in women's arteries across the globe. It shows how a virus we thought we understood keeps rewriting its script in ways medicine must urgently address, but it also offers power. Knowing the risks means knowing where to act. Lifestyle changes, vaccination, medical advocacy. The script isn't fully written. You can turn the page. So share this with the women in your life, your mother, your sister, your daughter, your friend. Because, too often, women's health data gets buried in journals, far from those who need it most. And if you've had your own post-COVID tests, PWV, blood work, or anything else, share your story. Someone, somewhere, might find the connection they desperately need. COVID may accelerate aging, but informed choices can slow it back down. The question is no longer just whether you survive the virus, it's how you protect your future from its shadow. Do remember to like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for stopping by.